I'm Liz Schrum for the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show. Just ahead, Tom Still talks about the Tech Council's latest recommendations to the governor and the legislature. And Mark Reinstra, a Silicon Valley lawyer and investor, talks about what he sees on Wisconsin's early stage scene. And now, here are this week's tech metrics. These snapshots of key indicators in the Wisconsin economy are developed by the Wisconsin Technology Council for its policy and news reports. And now, here's Tom Still with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
Many people know the Wisconsin Technology Council for its events, contests, and programs that connect entrepreneurs, investors, and others to advance the high-growth economy. The Tech Council plays another important role that involves many of the same people who take part in our programs. That role is development of policy ideas that move Wisconsin's tech-based economy forward. That's why the Tech Council, led by its board of more than 50 members, has published Investing in Wisconsin's Future. This 28-page report to the governor, the legislature, and other policymakers contains 6 major recommendations. First, raise the $8 million cap on credit-eligible investments for Act 255 firms to $12 million, which will help existing state-based companies poised for growth. Second, end the tax on capital raised by C corporations that are deemed foreign corporations, making sure changes are targeted to firms of a certain size, age, and other factors. Third, accelerate investments where possible in broadband deployment. This can be done by leveraging federal Connect America Fund 2 and similar grants in Wisconsin with state support. Fourth, make it easier to succeed as an entrepreneur in Wisconsin. Barriers to success may include employment non-compete agreements, outmoded professional and occupational licensing requirements, local or state rules that fence in older economic models, and a lack of flexibility regarding new types of corporate structures. Fifth, reinvest in higher education. This is a core recommendation in the Tech Council's Spring 2016 report, The Value of Higher Education to Wisconsin's Economy. And sixth, invest in emerging clusters unique to Wisconsin, which are often tied to regional or industry sector strengths. Some of these clusters were first identified in the Tech Council's 2003 report, Vision 2020, A Model Wisconsin Economy. We'll promote these recommendations and more in the months ahead as Governor Scott Walker and the legislature work on the state's latest budget bill. Thanks to our members and board members for providing the insights and advice that help make this report possible. Together, we'll continue to build a more prosperous Wisconsin.
We're back with Mark Reinstra, a partner with Wilson, Sonsini, Goodrich, and Rosati, where he works with a number of early-stage companies and deals. Welcome, Mark.
Thanks for having me, Liz.
Wilson Sonsini is well known in the Silicon Valley for its legal expertise, but it also has an in-house investment fund. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. We, 30 years ago or so, we started investing in our clients, and they're always a little bit small investments, $25,000 or $50,000 in an early stage company, but it's grown, and we do $13 to $15 million a year in investing in our clients. Mostly, again, in the early stages, but we also do later stage investing as well as investing in venture capital funds.
You hold a degree in engineering from UW-Madison. How has the startup scene here in Madison changed over time?
Well, I think it's definitely matured. When I was here, the idea of entrepreneurship was pretty alien. You didn't see or hear among your colleagues the idea that they would go off and start a business. Now, I think it's becoming part of the DNA of the university. people think about it. There's lots of support, entrepreneurship clinics, incubators, accelerators, angel investors. So it's grown and matured, and looks like it's got lots of opportunities going forward.
And what can Wisconsin learn from Silicon Valley? And what can the Valley learn from Wisconsin?
That's a great question. In terms of Silicon Valley and what lessons can be learned from Madison, there's an environment in Silicon Valley that's pretty unique in the sense that people work together, they see each other in the weekends. It's a relatively small community, notwithstanding the amount of money that is invested on an annual basis. So the keys are working together. It isn't a zero-sum game. Everyone can get along, can work together, can generate ideas and learn things from each other. Even if they're in a competitive industry, you see a lot of collaboration among people. For Wisconsin kind of teaching some things to Silicon Valley, it really comes down to practicality, real world kinds of applications. Silicon Valley is very much, has great ideas and generates lots of fun things, but they don't always work as well outside of the bubble of the Silicon Valley. And so having and applying that real world kind of component and running it through the filter of, does this work in Waukesha, Wisconsin? Does this work in other parts of the country? Really helps the Silicon Valley hone its products in a way that ultimately lead to huge success.
Thanks, Mark, and thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by the Wisconsin Technology Council and WisBusiness.com and sponsored by UW-Milwaukee and Exact Sciences. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum of Talent Executive Search. See you next time.